You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made, Bostonian flow, I kick it back there. Yeah, I got game, got in a fan way. We the city of the champs, every sport we play. Spit wetter than the harbor, yeah, I'm flowing like the Charles. I be speeding on this beat, call it Turnpike Miles. Yeah, it's Boo signing on.
Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Once a Week. I'm Billy Giannouloudis, and if you haven't been keeping up with any of the recent videos, you guys are in for a great message today, because we have Andrea Urciuoli back on the show to help us dive even further into this mindfulness topic we've been talking about with her. And guys, today we've got a message that I really feel a lot of us need to focus on a little bit more, and that is abundance. Living with abundance, living with this fullness factor. Now, abundance, a lot of us tend to overlook that factor because in life we tend to feel this emptiness feeling. We have a lack thereof. But truthfully, what should we actually be focusing on? Guys, get ready for this one. Andrea, thank you for being back on the show, and tell us, what is abundance?
Thanks, Billy. Thanks for meeting me again on this early Sunday morning. So abundance, we all know what that means. Abundance is quantity, full, being full. But I'm sure you'll agree with this in this day and age. I feel like a lot of us are feeling that lack of. We are constantly moving quicker, and this all goes under the umbrella of mindfulness again.
Yeah.
Not being mindful of ourselves, our inner being, our inner child, our soul. We're always searching for the next best thing, a quick fix. Now, I know when there's money in the bank and your home is looking good, your car is shiny, you're in a great relationship, everything's going great. But all those things can be there. But if you're going through life with this empty inner being, this lack of, all that stuff is just a Band-Aid. And especially if you're walking into a relationship with lack of, emptiness, nothing to offer but, what can you do for me? Hoping that you can do something for me. I just feel like you're going to go back to that lonely, sad, isolated feeling of when you first started. Does that make sense? Where I'm going after?
No, I get that. Now, are you saying with abundance, how can we try to, do we all live in abundance? Or how can we try to live in this abundance factor? Because in life, yes, you may have the great car, you may have the great wife, the great husband, the great house, whatever it may be. And those are all great materialistic values, which, if you can reach that level, like, hey, good for you. But if they're not at your core,
Right.
where's that abundance come from? Where's that fullness come from?
Exactly. So I always mention this name in every video, my favorite philosopher who put it greatly, Dr. Wayne Dyer, and
Incredible.
he's not alive, and I will always use his name because
he's
that's where I
awesome.
got all my information. He said this so clearly and so simply: we walk into this world with nothing. We're going to walk out of this world with nothing. It's what we do in the interim to make us feel whole. So you're going to have life circumstances that might take things away from us. Whether you weren't raised in the best house or something happened to you along the way, there's always going to be something that's going to be this takeaway, but it's up to us to say, I can do better. I can be full off of, look at what's around you. Like, God has made the sky and the trees and these animals and these beings and all this wonderful stuff that is supposed to make us feel happy, whole, complete. So what he was trying to explain, that looking for external, outside resources to make you feel better is absolutely a recipe for disaster, Nothing but a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
And it absolutely, we all know it, you know it, I know it, it does feel good in the moment.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
such a high.
Yeah.
You went on that trip. I'm not saying don't go on the trip.
No,
don't buy the
exactly.
bigger house.
Yeah.
That is not what I'm saying. But if you're using those crutches to fulfill yourself.
Yeah, to fill a void.
To fill a void, you go back to square one.
Yeah.
Feeling isolated, empty, depleted, because you haven't even taken the time to stop and nourish your soul.
Yeah.
So,
in a way, it's kind of like you gotta count your blessings for one, but you gotta feel what that feels like to know that one, that was given to you, but you have it.
Right.
So if you're constantly going for the paycheck, which is great if you can get it, a great paycheck, like good for you, but if you're constantly just going for the money, you never have enough. And if you never have enough, that's the emptiness, that insecure factor that we're talking about. But if you can go on that incredible trip with the money that you earned for putting the work in and realize like, hey, this is an incredible blessing.
yes.
This is the work that was put in and this is the result I got back. I thank you so much. Let's go for it. You enjoy that vacation 10 times more than you would if you just went on like, all right, I have to do this because the world says like, hey, this is how you feel good. You got to go on to the big vacation.
Right.
When in actuality, like, all right, did I actually enjoy that, or am I too busy thinking about the money factor?
Right. So you actually just said something. You just hit it on the nail because you try to search for these words, and we do our research together, and then we're like, what was I talking about? So you find the profession you want, and you have the clients. If you're, just like what you just said, if you're going into that, of course we all need to make money, we need to eat, survive, take care of our families. That goes without saying. But if you are going into that profession with the outcome of the dollar, the almighty dollar, that's when it diminishes. And that's when your business may not grow. Because you are not fully internally abundant. You are doing it for the outcome. If you are doing it genuinely to help somebody else, which I know you're on the same page. If you're looking at this person saying, okay, I get I'm going to get paid for this, but my job is to help this person, to figure out a way to take my experiences and help this person live a more, no matter what you do for a living, help this company, help this person, help this group, help this organization. If that's your goal and you are authentic about it, that's when you're going to succeed.
No, exactly.
But if you're going for, we need to learn how to detach. That's something else I learned from Dr. Wayne Dyer. Detach from the outcome. Because we seem to be going from, in this day and age, 2019, you'll agree with me, we're going from here to here, and we're all missing the center.
100%.
Foundation.
100%. And I love what you said with your profession. We all have a goal that we want to reach, and we want to get there. We want to have the great job, have the family, everything. And when we're striving towards that, it's incredible. And like you said, like from these two different points, we're here and we want to get here, but we're missing everything in between.
We're missing in the middle,
help us get there, to fully get there. And the factor of like we're both in the same profession, we just want to help people. And being the therapeutic mentor, the life coach, the motivational speaker, if I just did that for the paycheck, I know that I would come home every night with a headache. I would come home every night not feeling good, just like being upset, stressed out about the work life. But when I go into that job like I do, just going for the goal of trying to help someone spark their life, build something in them that they can then build off of and live the life that they want to live, that's more of a paycheck than I could ever ask for.
There's no better feeling, right?
Yeah, to shine your light into someone else's life and pull them out of whatever they're going through. And you just help that person for, like, they remember that. They can always come back to that. That is abundance. That
abundance
fills
factor.
you more than anything. That's that great feeling we all want. And that fills that void, that emptiness, so much better than a paycheck can, so much better than anything can. And you guys gotta trust me on this one, and this is probably tough to believe, but if you're doing what you love, continue to push with it, because the money will be there. But if you're doing everything for the money, and you're just going and trying to get a job, or whatever it may be, just for a paycheck, you're not gonna enjoy it. And that's tough to come by. In the world we live in, you're never gonna hear that, because everyone's in it for a dollar value. Truthfully, what do you want your life to be? Doing what you love and building a living off of that, building off the paycheck where you're never going to have enough. And that's the abundant factor we're trying to get out there. And it's not just with money, because something I really want to bring up is how we see this in technology.
Yeah.
Because I see this in kids every single day. I see it in people my age.
Yeah.
I see it in adults.
Right.
Technology is taking us over to the point where it is an empty factor.
They call 2019 the swipe factor. We're just like swiping through life. I don't need to get to know you. We'll just swipe through and we'll just figure it out. And there's no inner, everything dies immediately because it's instant gratification.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And everyone is building relationships off of Instagram accounts, Facebook accounts, Twitter, whatever it may be. And you can really create an image for yourself on those, which is cool, but is that really who you are?
Right.
Where you're going for the like.
Yeah.
And you're, this person got 3,000 likes on this picture. She must be awesome. He might be awesome. Like, but then you talk to them, it's like, all right, this isn't the person I thought they were. Why?
Yeah.
Like, why?
So a couple weeks ago, or I think was it 2 to 4 weeks ago, we were talking about the ego.
Yep.
And Dr. Wayne Dyer said, ego stands for, and this is so profound, ego stands for edging God out. I was like, yes.
Wow.
E.G.O.
That's
Edging
awesome.
God out. So how does that tie into abundance? When the ego is up to here, I know, isn't that
That's awesome.
it's awesome, and I thought about that. I'm sure, he made that up, but it resonated with one of his huge presentations. It all work together with abundance and the ego and the mindfulness and all of it. It does, everything correlates. Everything that we talk about is under the same big mushroom umbrella.
Yeah.
So when he says ego edging God out, when the ego is high, we are looking for A to B. We are looking for how fast can I do it? How quick can I do it? How the outcome is that important to me for me to be on top. That's all ego speaking. You forgot your inner being. You forgot your soul.
Yeah.
You forgot the human level of connecting with that other person or people's to figure out, how do we make this a better life? How do we make this a better situation? How do we make this, even just, even if you're in finance and your job is to get that money, to get that business to grow. Okay, even that, there's a human level to that.
Yeah.
It's not about stepping on someone to get to the top so you look better. I guarantee you, if that is your motto, it will always diminish because there's no humanness.
Yeah.
We've taken away, like what he says, you come into the world with nothing.
Yeah.
You leave the world with nothing.
Yeah.
What are you going to do while you're here?
Exactly.
What are you going to use to help people?
Yeah. You gotta leave your mark.
You got to leave your mark.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that. So that's the abundance factor, and it's a little bit more short and sweet and to the point of a video, and maybe we are at the 20 minutes, but I love that, getting to the one-on-one with somebody, getting to his core, her core, but using yours. It's so authentic and real to be with somebody. We're talking about cell phones.
Yeah.
To shut off your cell phone and actually say to someone, I'm going to shut this down.
Yeah.
And this is my time with you. It's like
Exactly.
What did we say earlier?
Yeah.
It's like
it's one of the nicest things you can do to someone, because they want to be there with you.
Right.
And I know this causes a lot of fear for people, but when you can shut the phone down and be there, you start to see who that person really is.
Yes.
That fullness factor, what the gifts that person has, the traits, the
compliments, I wanted to say.
Yeah, no, exactly. And you see what that person brings to the table, which is exactly what you want in a relationship, rather than
what's next. What's next? And what is next?
Yeah.
What is really next?
Yeah.
The next best what? It's the next best fix.
Yeah.
Externally, because you haven't figured out your internal being yet.
Yeah.
And I love that. I would leave it on that. If you're looking for the next quick fix, it is always going to be there. It'll be there for the next, 100 years, 200 years, 300 years, until we all, whatever happens.
Exactly.
But it's always going to be there. We all have it in us, but getting rid of that and actually shutting down and finding who you are.
Exactly.
That authenticity, that truthfulness. It's such, you know what it is? It creates fullness, and then it creates this topic of the A factor, the abundance factor, and it just feels better.
Exactly. That's what fills you in this life.
Yes.
Yeah. And I thank you so much for getting this message to us, because I think the abundance factor is incredible. Guys, we touched on the ego video as well. I'm going to put that at the end of this video. Please check out the other messages we've done with Andrea, because they are extremely informative, and there might be something in that for you. But this abundance factor, take it and run with it. You know what? Take it and just sit with it, because that's when you can truly feel that abundance factor in yourself. What do you have in your life that creates you? Whether that's your family, whether that's relationships with your friends, like what is it that makes you you, where you can say like, hey, I get to be here. I don't have to always be on the go trying to go do all this stuff. I don't have to, my paycheck, my house, whatever it may be. Yeah. Be here and find out what makes you you. That's the gift that we all have called life, but be full here, because you're meant to be. But Andrea, I thank you so much for being here, and I can't wait for the next video.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Thanks, Billy.
Have a good one, guys.
Signing off.
You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made.